These signs have been seen all over LA lately. Like Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com. Do you want to know what happened to David? He lost his family, his wife got divorced from him, and he now lives in his car. He works 2 jobs just trying to pay back the $400,000 to Kim and Kris.
The devil works fast, but the Kardashians seem to be working faster, or at least that's what many people think, because people are pointing out how this recent story coming out about Kim Kardashian is suddenly getting deleted after several TikTok creators are shedding light about it. This story is about a homeless man who's claiming that Kim Kardashian was the one who allegedly ruined his life. So much so to the point where he's claiming that he's now homeless, having to work 2 jobs to pay off the lawsuit fines that Kim Kardashian, according to many people, wrongfully filed against him. So I was browsing on TikTok these past 24 hours and I noticed a lot of people talking about this story, how they've been seeing this sign all around LA that read Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com. A lot of these creators actually went over to the website and it was pretty lengthy, but it is important to the story, so I will be reading that for you guys in this video. But first, here's just a short recap about this situation.
Recently, this sign went up in LA, and I looked into the website so you don't have to. Here's a story of how Kim Kardashian stole an idea worth millions from a man and turned him homeless. We all know about kimojis, Kim Kardashian-inspired emojis. With this idea, Kim Kardashian has made millions of dollars. But back in 2014, this idea did not exist. Here's the man who came up with the idea of kimojis, and also the man behind Kim Kardashian ruined my life.com, David, a software startup founder. In 2014, David met with Kim Kardashian at her house in LA to discuss a software startup that he had founded and which Kim was interested in. That startup idea is completely unrelated to kimojis, but at their meeting, David pitched the idea of kimojis to Kim Kardashian. This was a mock-up that he showed her. More mock-ups. And Kim and Kris Jenner love that idea.
Now, this is where things get messy, because in David's story that he published on his website, he explained how all this had turned into a disaster for him, because Kim allegedly filed a trademark minutes after a meeting that they had when Kim found out that David didn't trademark the Kimoji idea and allegedly quickly went out of her way to do it all behind his back.
At this point, David is really excited because him and Kim were going to be business partners and they would split any money from kimojis 50-50. He proceeded to send her even more mock-ups of kimojis. Not long after the meeting, someone from Kim Kardashian's team called David and asked if he had trademarked the idea. When David said no, Kim Kardashian's team said that it's a lot of trouble to file a trademark, so they would help him out by doing it. And right after that, Kim calls David and tells him that she's backing out of the deal using some lame excuse. At this point, David is completely stuck. Just 10 minutes ago, he thought that he was going to enter into business with Kim Kardashian, but now she literally swooped in and stole his idea for kimojis right under his nose. There's nothing he could do because he let her team file the trademark. So theoretically, the trademark for kimojis now belongs to Kim Kardashian, even though David has an entire paper trail proving that he was the one who came up with the idea.
In David's website, he says that he ended up suing Kim, but he was hit with a countersuit. And a lot of people think it was just to keep David silent because the amount of money David was hit with was huge. And it seemed like he obviously wasn't going to be able to win the lawsuit or be able to even fight back at that.
For years, he tried to get justice for himself, and in 2019, he sued Kim Kardashian for $100 million. But then she countersued him for $400 million, and because she's so much wealthier than he is, he had to back down. These days, David is homeless and living out of his car. For years, Kim has used her wealth, power, and connections to prevent David from speaking out. But this year, he finally decided enough was enough and he had to tell his side of the story. So he created kimkardashianruinedmylife.com.
David has completely wiped out his Instagram and he has over 20,000 followers since this video now. He's linked his bio over on his Instagram as well, and it reads, "Click to link more about how Kim Kardashian ruined my life. I'm updating content as I have time. Site is all built on iPhone." First page reads, "Kim and Kris in their most blatant ideas or theft yet. yet. I'm building this site on my iPhone and trying to gain momentum for this in my spare time while working 2 jobs and camping in my car. Please share. There are quite a few exhibits of evidence I'll add a whole section to this site for. Emails, texts, screenshots, original art for emojis, a recording, and over 20 individuals that had involvement and be witnesses. This all started when Kardashian was using her app we had on the Apple App Store named Censorgram. On Censorgram, you can add keywords, emojis, or phrases that you wanted automatically removed from your Instagram comments. Kim obviously had a need for it. She used her app and reached out to me by phone to discuss being the face as well as partner. Then a few weeks later, we met and made the initial partnership agreement at Chris's house in Calabasas, California. And that is when it all got weird. I lost everything while Kim Kardashian went on to make many millions off an idea she had nothing to do with creating. She also interfered with a patent I had filed for a process that now is used by Instagram to automatically remove comments on social media. Kardashian never explained her part in this interference or why she discussed our IP with Kevin Systrom, ex-CEO of Instagram, without permission, after her and her team signed our NDA to get our patent file. At that time, Instagram had no intention of using automated comment control. Then, less than 18 months after Kardashian's interference, our process is in Instagram settings. Myself or my partners received nothing for any of it, yet. In 2014, the face-to-face meeting for Censorgram was in Calabasas, and at this point, she's never even heard the name Kimoji or thought of herself as an emoji. Emojis weren't as big as they are now, keep in mind. All went well for the Censorgram part. We discussed shares, what platforms we wanted to bring this to, legal stuff like us getting them our file with our provisional US patent info for the process we created, etc., etc. Her team signed her NDA for that. The importance of this comes up when we talk more about Censorgram later. Then at the end of the meeting, we pitched the mock-up Kimojis, and Kim absolutely loved the idea. Kimoji became all that mattered. We agreed to split 50-50 on Kimoji. After the meeting, we received a call and were told by Kim's team that we needed to be coached to handle working with an A-list celebrity. This gets extra scandalous during this few-week period of time following the meeting. My family and I are on cloud 9 with the thought of our new agreement with Kim and all the success we'd have together. Then, out of the blue, Kim contacts us and asked if we trademarked Kimoji. And everything was good, but they would go ahead and do that to be helpful. Literally 5 minutes later, Kim calls and is shocked, asking, "Who's Ryan?" and all distraught. Apparently, without my knowledge, one of our partners took a picture of some words on a page that Kim used in our Censorgram app. No user handle or private info, just a little clip of a screenshot to brag, privately between him and a friend. Well, this friend was jealous and actually had a friend in Chicago that knew someone in Kim and Kanye's world. Now, Ryan's friend Alice is friends with Gene, and he's close to Jonathan, who's obviously friends with Kim. They intentionally set the screenshot in hopes it would interfere. It did. Kim backed out and to sue us for $5 million if we didn't hand over Kimoji rights and give her the ability to do her own comment control app, which blocked our patent hopes. The Kimoji trademark was filed by Kim's company 5 minutes after her staged phone call. So to be clear, she called us and asked if we trademarked Kimoji, stating all is a go-ahead, sounding excited. Then 5 minutes later, after her team secured the trademark, she called us asking who is Ryan and why he is spreading her info, which nothing of that sort was ever done. This is fraud through and through. She's gotten away with it until now because she's incredibly wealthy. Anyways, guys, this is what many people are having to say about this situation. A lot of people are saying that it's messed up, but there's also some people that are kind of blaming David at this, saying that he should have come up with a contract and signed before Kim allegedly went out of her way to do all of this. People are saying things like, everything is coming out to light. This family will lose everything one day. One person even mentioned how Kim said that she wanted to be a lawyer in the future, saying she wants to be a lawyer to help people. Another said it's one to steal an idea, it's another to make him pay the $400,000. They're truly the most cruel people ever. How can they do this to someone? Seriously. Been saying for years that they are a bad family. At Kim Kardashian, want to say something? I can't believe people are still going into business deals with other people without creating contracts between both parties. She's already richer than all of us. Kimojis or not, she couldn't just sign with this guy and have him be rich too while staying rich. the greed. At Kim Kardashian, give this damn man his money. This is really sad. I hope that TikTok people can help this man by making this video go viral. Justice should be served. Now, speaking of this video going viral, I wanted to mention something that I found a little interesting. Something else I thought was important to bring light to was that this other creator who was also shedding light on this topic before it was coincidentally deleted. Or should we say uncoincidentally deleted? People think that Kim or her team are trying to silence this man and this whole story, but I definitely want to know what you guys think about this situation in the comments down below. I love you guys so much, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.